I also think doing something like a Shek Warrior would make it a bit too easy for combat skill grinding, and that's not what I'm about, so Human Greenlander it is. Lee Keybum's journey begins in the Rebirth mines, imprisoned by the Holy Nation Empire for having the gall to rip a sick air guitar solo to Freebird during prayer time. Our first task is getting acclimated to the slave lifestyle. Rebirth's actually a really good place to start. It's one of the only areas where you can grind out several key skills without ever risking death. For example, I can grind out a few levels of laboring, or I can walk around in stealth and practice assassinating the guards. Even if I get caught, they knock me out, raising my toughness skill, and then toss me in a cage where I'm free to grind out some lockpicking. Most of day 1 was spent power leveling my stealth skill. Pretty easy to do considering Lee Keybum was just following orders, only instead of running, he just crouch walked everywhere. When I wasn't busy crouch walking around the mines, I was unlocking my shackles and stacking them in my inventory to help me get encumbered, which in turn boosted my strength gains. It's not shotgunning creatine and PEDs, but it's the next best thing. By nightfall, I'd managed to level stealth to 27, toughness to 3, and lockpicking to 4. The biggest issue that night was the fact that I'd been beaten into a recovery coma, so all that time I could have spent training thievery and stealth was instead spent participating in the John McCain experience. Once I finally regained consciousness going into day 2, I broke out of my cage and got to work leveling thievery a bit, using the Holy Flame book off a nearby table. If you're sitting there asking yourself why I'm not stealing the food, well, when you're a slave in Rebirth, your hunger won't drop below 100. So typically, the go-to strat is to avoid touching any food until the day or two before you're planning to escape. That way, you'll be able to get your hunger above malnourished, which means you can run faster than Stephen Hawking and actually escape instead of just getting stone cold stunnered at the front gates. Anyway, I spammed the Holy Flame book until 4 AM, which got me up to Thievery 39, before getting so beyond bored with it that I just threw myself back in the cage to work on lockpicking. Since the guards caved in my chest yesterday, I decided to take it easy during the work hours. I've got 4 sets of shackles on me, so I'm gaining strength XP pretty quickly. The downside of that means it's difficult to do literally anything else, so I just had Lee Keybum walk around all day at 3 times speed to see what I could get his strength up to.